The summer the county trembled. Part 1. Night falls over Bedfordshire. The streets are empty, the windows unlocked, the doors unguarded, and somewhere in the shadows he waits. Malcolm Fairlie, known as the Fox, silent, patient. He slipped through homes, invaded bedrooms, and vanished before anyone could see him. Dozens of attacks, countless lives shattered, and a community gripped by fear that no lock could stop. This is the Triangle of Terror, the Fox of Bedfordshire. Are you ready to face the darkness that once crept into every home? This is part 1. Imagine a summer's night. The streets are empty, a child sleeps, a window is cracked, a dog stirs in the dark. You think you're safe, but in Bedfordshire, an invisible predator prowled. He wasn't a shadow, he was the shadow, moving through homes, watching and waiting. Malcolm Fairlie, known as the Fox. He didn't just break into houses, he invaded sanctuaries, bedrooms, kitchens, living rooms. Every room became a trap. He moved silently, deliberately, and when the lights went out, fear came alive. Neighbours described hearing noises, doors rattling, windows tapping, whispers they couldn't place. Some woke to the terrifying realisation that they were not alone. He built secret dens in the home, hiding inside closets, under beds, places no one would think to look. And when victims returned, the horror was there waiting. After committing a series of burglaries in March of 1984, Malcolm carried out the first sex-related crime for which he would become notorious as the Fox. On the 11th of April, when he broke into the home of a 74-year-old woman in Leighton Buzzard, she resisted his attempts to sexually assault her and he ran off. He then began to break into a series of houses where he would look at photographs before burgling the house. He broke into the home of a 35-year-old man in the Buckinghamshire village of Cheddington on the evening of the 10th of May. There he stole a 12-bore shotgun and cartridges along with £300, but waited for the occupant to return home, at which point he tied up his victim and after watching pornographic videos sexually assaulted the man before disappearing into the darkness without a trace. After committing a further 3 burglaries, his next victims were a couple in Tring, Hertfordshire. The couple were not home when Fairlie broke into the property on the 6th of June. He found another shotgun and more cartridges along with a hacksaw that he used to saw off the barrels of the gun. He would use this weapon during the remainder of his crimes. He also removed photographs from albums and took clothes from drawers. He stole an anorak and a packet of peanuts. Police would later go on to name the investigation into the Fox Operation Peanut. This was a sick, vile predator who committed multiple rapes and sexual assaults, and every home and family were terrified. He came in silent but left behind utter carnage and terror. Join the Dark Timeline for part 2 in the coming days as this horrific story continues.